I'm Dr. Rob Coombs at Coombs Chiropractic. I'm going to talk to you tonight about kids getting adjusted. A lot of times parents, even doctors will say, why would a child need to get adjusted? I had an insurance company ask me one time. They said, we have a claim for an infant. What would a chiropractor ever adjust an infant for? So my response was, do they have a spine? Because if you have a spine, you need to get checked. And if you need to get checked, sometimes you need to get adjusted. So an adjustment is moving the joints in the body from a place where they're not supposed to be, stuck, to where they're supposed to be, in place. Because when the body works like it's supposed to, you get health. And when something else happens, you're more likely to get sick, ill, disease, or even death. So the joints in the spine protect the spinal cord, and the spinal cord runs your whole body. So if you have a problem to the spine or the spinal cord, if one of those bones gets out of place and something gets stuck, it causes lots of problems, lots of symptoms. And America is very good at trying to fix symptoms, but symptoms are not the problem. If you were to rock in your shoe, it probably hurts a lot. But I would guarantee you're not looking for a pain pill or a better, bigger pain pill. You're looking to get the rock out. So to treat symptoms, although effective at changing them, rarely causes a cure. It simply palliates. What you want to do is figure out what the cause of the problem is. So with a child, I'll always check the spine. There's 24 moving bones in the spine of every mammal. Children, humans, adults, all of us. So what we're looking for is how well those joints move, because when they move normal, like I said, you get health. So Kingsley came in tonight. What did you say to me? What was the first thing you said to me?
That's my neck hurts.
Your neck hurts. Now, is that a normal thing for you to tell me? Do you always say that when you walk in here?
No.
No. Right? What do you normally say when you come in here? What do you normally do? Do you get checked because you have a pain, or do you get checked just because you want to get checked?
I get checked because I just want to get it checked.
So what happened this time?
You really had to get checked.
You really had to get checked, right? Really. It's like going to the dentist. You go to the dentist to make sure everything's good, but sometimes you really have to go to the dentist. So what happened? Your neck got hurt. Something happened, and the bones were out of place. And how were you able to sit and stand? Were you standing normal, or were you standing in a different way? Different way. Were you stuck? Was your head stuck? It's not screwed on right now as well, right? So it didn't feel good. And what happened? What did you feel? How did it feel for you? It hurted. It hurted right then. You can touch exactly where it is because you can feel the exact joint when it's out of place. And then when I adjusted you, what did you notice? Did something move?
It felt a little better.
Felt a little better. So like a cup of coffee, I tell them, you got to let it cool down. You got to let it come back to its natural state. It will. And when that happens, you'll have better range of motion and movement. And depending upon what injury or trauma happened to the body, kids are kids. They jump off of things, they land on their head, they do somersaults and headstands and bump into each other and sleep in funny, funky, weird ways, and they sit in car seats and they sleep with their head sideways and they jostle around in a car that's shifting and moving, and they get picked up by massive hands and lugged around everywhere they go, and stuff gets stuck. And when something's out of place, your body knows it, it tells you it. And just like twisting an ankle, there's always swelling, tenderness, and muscle soreness. And with one finger, you could tell me exactly where that was. Right? It wasn't like an area that you couldn't identify. You could feel the exact joint that was stuck. And you know I could feel it because my hands went right there, right? Yeah. And when I touch it when it's sore, I don't like it that much because it hurts. But I would rather adjust you just because I want to check your spine than to fix you because you're hurting. Right? It's not fun to get fixed when you're hurting, is it? No, but I'd rather fix you or check you because I want to check to make sure that the spine's moving well. Whether they're this age, or infant age. So I'm going to do an adjustment on an infant so you can see what an adjustment is, because everyone has these crazy notions of me breaking a baby like that would ever happen. So Liam is here, and Liam's going to get adjusted. And we're going to check his spine. You can put it in your shoulder. Hi. 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 How are you? How are you? And just like when you twist your ankle, like I said, I'm feeling for the part of the spine that doesn't move as well, and there will be swelling, which is what I find, and muscle tightness or muscle spasms, which I can find. And he'll squirm because it's tender. And all of that's indicative of any joint that ever gets stuck. And the most important bone the most important bone in the whole spine is right there. You put 'em on his tummy. The bone between your skull, your head, and the rest of your spine. It's a washer. And it moves and keeps the spine in line, but being the smallest bone, it's the one that gets out of place the most, the easiest. And inside of that bone is your brain stem, your cerebellum. And that runs all the coordination. And as an infant is growing and learning how to move and orient its body in space and roll over and sit up, that bone gets jostled a lot. And if you don't fix that, it impacts how the neural development is going to function in allowing the body to move properly. That was a good one. You got it right on the table. That was a good one. That happens, right?
There we go.
That was a good one. Good job. Keep them all the way up. Keep them all the way up. There you go. There you go. Stay there. Come here. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Deep breath. Can you roll over? Can you roll over? Come here. There you go. Hi. So I can check the spine. I check to make sure that the tone of the ligaments in the body that hold all the rib cage and the pelvis together, that everything is moving like it's supposed to. Because tone is set by reflexes in the body. And the biggest reflexes you have are in the pelvic joints and the joints at the base of your head. And that's it. You're all set. Well done. You're good. Going all the way up. And that's an adjustment. I'm going to have a video I'm going to show you about a patient testimonial. It's on our Facebook page. You can read it. Mom sent it in this week about her baby that she had brought in. Her infant had not been rolling over correctly, was having a tough time, was miserable, unable to roll from tummy to back. And she came in looking for us to do something to help take care of the baby. So this is, let's see, not real big. This is the story. Come on, go big. Okay, so it's right on our page, okay? And so this is their story, and I'll read it about what they wrote. But this is their little daughter, within 1 month, completely rolling over. And when there's no volume, I don't know why there's no volume, but when you hear Mom talking, she's ecstatic at the fact that the baby's moving. Oh, there you go.
Good job. Yeah. It's coming, handsome. Look at your big sister. I mean, look at your little sister. She's sitting up all by herself. And she went down and then she got herself back up, right?
So the post says, can I make that bigger?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
Let's see.
No?
There.
Can I make it go bigger? All right. Our post talked all about a month ago, after seeing several posts from moms recommending chiropractic care for infants, she decided to bring her daughter in. And like I said, she wasn't able to roll over. So we brought her in and just worked on getting the joints to shift better, getting her stomach. She had a lot of distress when she laid on her tummy. Do a lot of tummy work, colic work with infants. Work that when their stomach doesn't move, it becomes uncomfortable to lay down. You adjust an infant and you work on the tummy and you get digestion, which is like a conveyor belt moving again. There's a lot less pressure, which makes them a lot happier. They're going to be more restful. They'll sleep through the night. They'll be more relaxed. And as you get that movement through the tummy, they get a change in personality. When you get the joints to start moving, they're able to move. When they're able to roll and move, they sleep better. They're more content. They're going to grow more normal. And mom's going to be able to get stuff done. She was reveling in the fact that she was able to actually do errands and the baby was happy self-playing. So to give somebody their life back is pretty incredible, because all you're doing is giving them the opportunity to grow, function, and live like the baby's supposed to. And it's a simple premise, but if you don't know that there's something that someone can do to help take care of an infant, then you would never think to get the spine checked. Can I do one more check? Yeah? All right, I'll meet you right in the field. All right, so as a chiropractor, like I said, the thing I'm checking is the spine, and things aren't the way they used to be. Okay? We came from people who used to advertise of giving soda to an infant. Okay? We do a lot of things that aren't very smart, and we think, oh, it's cute. But if you think about what the body is designed to do, I would hope nobody would logically do this to their infant. No one would give a child soda. There's things that a body is designed to eat, and many people are socially conditioned to not think that there's anything wrong with their body until they're showing or expressing symptoms. And it's a sloppy, poor way of taking care of your body. You want to be proactive, not reactive. Despite what your drug company cartoons teach us about the body and germs, germs are actually, in fact, healthy for your life. You can't survive without germs. It's the fall. I want you to do an experiment at home. Take 2 mini pumpkins, okay, 2 little pumpkins. And I want you to cut one of them open and leave the other one untouched. You pick which is which. What do you think is going to happen to the pumpkin that you cut open after about 3 weeks? Any idea what will happen to it? You ever left food out for about 3 weeks? Do you know what's going to happen to it?
No.
What will happen to it, Mom?
Bad.
It'll get moldy.
It'll get moldy and stuff will start growing on it. Okay? And as stuff starts growing on it, I want the thought to occur in your brain as we talk about germs, as we talk about the fact that people get all nervous. Come on, come on. To be out in our environment and really what's out there, people get really nervous about germs. And all I want you to know, can't find it, 2 more. All I want you to know is that germs, there you go, the picture, they'll show you, oh, wash your hands, there's germs, okay? Germs are everywhere. You're loaded with germs. So if you think that just washing your hands is going to make you healthy, people they're freaked out if they go to a playground, they're freaked out if something falls on the floor. You're covered in germs, and germs are everywhere. You're made of germs. And germs are so everywhere in your home that when you cut one pumpkin open and leave it there, you're going to see mold and fungus and all sorts of stuff grow in the pumpkin. And what thought I want to occur in your brain is, do you think that mold and fungus is only on the one you cut? Or is it in fact everywhere? Because the pumpkin that you didn't cut will not be moldy. It is, it's everywhere. But the pumpkin you didn't cut won't be moldy. So if the pumpkin that you didn't cut isn't moldy, it means that it's able to defend itself in the environment of your home. So if a pumpkin is born with the technology to defend itself against germs in your environment, what do you think you're built with? Because a pumpkin's about as sophisticated as a skateboard is in terms of transportation. And your body's built like a, I don't know, an airplane, a commercial airplane. The thing is highly sophisticated and able to do amazing things. And all you need to do is give it the chance to do what it's designed to do. The pumpkin can protect itself against germs just like you can. So if you get germs, if you get sick, if we don't adjust his spine, he's likely to get sick. He'll likely have symptoms. He'll likely get a sore throat or a cough or an ear infection. He won't get sick everywhere. He's going to get sick right around the area of his spine where he's showing the symptoms, where the nerve system stops doing its job. When the nerve system stops doing its job, the immune system has a harder time defending you and keeping you healthy. So I adjust Leslie to get rid of pain. But that's not why I adjust him. I adjust him because I want to help his immune system and nerve system run his body more effectively so he's able to stay healthy for longer. Germs are everywhere. And your kids are going to make sure they find them. Okay? So make sure you live life smart. Kids sitting around on cell phones eating sodas, there's bigger things to worry about in life. Okay? You make sure you feed your children natural, healthy food. Buy it locally in season. Avoid toxins and artificial ingredients. That's what makes you sick. Exercise. It's a nutrient. It feeds your mind and your arteries. It makes your body healthy. And encourage happiness. This is my favorite quote. My favorite quote. When I was 5 years old, my mom always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I told them happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment. And I told them they didn't understand the meaning of life. Okay? Make sure you find happiness in life. And the fifth one, get enough rest so your body grows and heals. Your body knows what to do. It knows how to heal. You just have to get out of the way. Remove the toxins and create enough sufficiency so your body can heal. And that comes in the way of essential oils, in nutrients, in making sure that you remove toxins and things that are artificial. So I'm going to do one more check on Brody. I may not need to adjust him. We'll see. We're going to do one more check. And we'll see how his spine goes. Hey, bud. How are you? How are you? Oh, God. Can we start on his tummy? There you go. Perfect. Where are you going? Where are you going?
What's the car away?
You're doing good. You getting upset? You're okay. You want to come all the way up? Can you come up? Come here. Come on. Come here.
Good job.
Move over. Move over. Hey, you're okay.
Oh.
You're okay. I'm It happens, my friend. It happens.
Aggravated.
Good boy. Good boy. Awesome. Ready?
That's the norm.
Say hi to mommy.
Has a temper.
Say hi to mommy.
Mama.
Yay, Brody.
There you go.
Oh,
Anna.
my mom.
There we go.
He's welcome to complain, but he's absolutely not hurting. Well done, my friend. You did great.
Hey, Brody.
Yeah.
Today.
My favorite adjustment every time is on an infant. So, if you think about your children, most kids fall 5,000 times by their 5th birthday. Take a look at them. 5,000 times. You guys, take a look at the camera. Say hi.
Woo.
5,000 times by their 5th birthday. And usually at least 5 of them are serious falls. Off a bed, down the stairs, off of a chair or a couch, onto a tile floor, off a swing, off a ladder. They fall. And most parents pick them up, pat them on the backside, and tell them they'll be okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a better way to check them. There's a better way to ensure it. Because if there's something broken, cracked, or majorly wrong, you take them to the hospital. And if the hospital doesn't find something majorly wrong, they tell you they're fine, give them a drug. Their problem wasn't chemical, it was physical. They need a physical solution. Take them to a chiropractor. Because I guarantee you'll change their lives and how they're going to grow and develop and how they'll serve the rest of their lives. Because if you grow with a problem, as a tree is bent, so grows the rest of its life. But if you can fix it, they have the capacity to be absolutely amazing, beautiful, and healthy and happy. So give it a chance. Make sure you get them checked. As a close hello, there you go, you get a close up. And make sure you get their spines checked, because it can make the absolute difference in their life. And one last thought, as a quick shout out, I just want to say hey to Christy for thinking about you. Christy started chiropractic school this week. I got goosebumps. Welcome to camp, Christy. Hope you're having a great time down there.
Say hi.
Absolutely. It's health mecca. Enjoy being immersed in an amazing environment of health, because it sadly doesn't last forever. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Thank you.